Welcome back to Terraforming Mars Season 2. I only had to do one reroll because I was given the same two corporations again, and I really want to do something different. At least now I have Saturn Systems and Phobolog, so we're ready to jump in and look at the start. So, Oceans, Aquifer Pumping, really good. Soletta, if we play Phobolog, there's a ton of value in titanium. And then titanium production and more money to start. Well, I feel like this is like the run for Phobolog, right? How do you not grab Aquifer Pumping though? So you grab all these cards. 18 leaves you with $5. Wow. And then what do? You play Indentured Workers on mining rights. You scoop up at least one titanium. Oh wow, they blocked one of the titanium, so there's only one titanium production off the board. The next turn, we get our other two cards. I think this works. We're going to get Soletta, obviously. Okay. So, I'm 2 days in the future, or rather, I'm going to be talking about things that were a couple days in the past. And that is to say that I was, talking about how many videos should I be doing a day. And so far, the only comment I got back, or, a good comment I got back, in fact, was that somebody would be happy watching. About one a day is probably like the sweet spot. To which I feel like I internalize that. Like, I feel that we're going to overpay in titanium because money's precious to us. I get it. I'm into that. Though I will say that yesterday for you, I'm uploading 3 videos because I made 3 videos in a day. And one thing that I don't like about how I did this in the future is I'd record a number of days and then not be able to react to like the comments and the feedback that I was getting back. So I'd like to keep that a little bit tighter, basically. Industrial Microbes is a fantastic card. Trying to think about what we can grab here. So anyways, moral of the story is that I plan on kind of keeping it a little bit closer to the chest and being able to respond a little bit better going forward, and maybe not recording so far ahead, or if I know I'm going to be really busy, then maybe I do a couple of videos a day, what have you. Basically, I'll know that in my slack days, I'll probably reduce it to 1, and most days probably do 2. If I have 2 really short and bad runs, maybe I'll do more. I think the decision for this given turn is if I grab all 3 of these cards, and I like all 3, they'll help, especially if we can get Industrial Microbes next turn. I will be able to afford playing the Titanium Mine, because I'll have $5 left and a steel. I'd rather get microbes, industrial microbes, because power, steel, that really goes into helping other things. But the titanium mine is, $4 a turn if we can get a steel or a titanium card. I grabbed aquifer pumping, but even like a water import from Europa kind of thing, like that would be pretty solid. Strip mine. How do you avoid strip mine? The problem is I'm grabbing too many cards now, because I want Strip Mine and I want Olympus Conference, because Olympus Conference goes phenomenally well with University. If I grab both these cards, I have $10 to spend using the steel. None of it's titanium based. If I skip on Olympus Conference, we have enough for industrial microbes, which helps with everything else. But like Olympus Conference is so good. It's do you invest in the later game card draw engine, or do you invest in 1 steel and energy production now? I think I'm willing to put it off 1 turn because we haven't had a score like above 100 in a while, and I'm starting to really itch for that high score run. We have enough titanium production, early-ish enough, that I'm willing to risk it for the B-squid, as it were. Sadly, this is not great. So we'll take the nitrogen-rich asteroid. We're not going to get the super synergy out of it because we're not going to have plant tags, but, you know, when you have, what, 7 times 4? That $28 worth of titanium? You gotta use it. So let's start with that. I don't see a reason not to. It also gives us income. A for the TR and B for the 2 other TR of, you know, whatever. And it's enough to get us up to the heat production. Big fan of that. I think that the industrial microbes is high on the list of wanting to do because it gives us the steel income that allows us to play the other stuff. And then it's time to start thinking about, you know, I want to probably play Mars University before Olympus Conference. Maybe not. I'm trying to think about what order I want to do them in. I just know that all of the cards I have right now I like. But I know that soon I'll get 2 cards from an ocean. Maybe I'll nuke onto a card. The nuke is pretty good. I mean, how do I have 8 heat? Oh yeah, Soletta turn 1. I haven't discussed the fact that we got Soletta turn 1 and how that really is going to help us drive this forward. Deimos, Science, now we're talking. I think the Industrial Center is actually a very good grab. So we'll take it. We're spending a lot of money getting cards and patents and whatnot, but I think it's going to have enough value. So I'm just trying to figure out if I want to play this on to getting 2 steel back, or if I want to do it for a single card, and I think the answer is single card. Oh, I thought I could put it here, but they're in opposite spots. So I will go here. What do you know? Get the 2 steel. Whatever. This gives us a heat bump. Getting the nuke this turn would give us more heat production. We don't have enough to do the aquifer pumping. So I will nuke, I think, for a card somewhere. I mean, here is fine, but it's fine. Large convoy? That's actually pretty good for us because, you know, titanium. So we like everything we have. The only thing I don't like is our titanium production isn't amazing. It's just good. And we don't have any money, like dollars production. We just have our TR, which is going up pretty good. Like the heat's already like well on its way. So there's just some science tags which would help us. I don't think we have energy tags to make this one viable, but copying a production is pretty good. Cards played, industrial microbes is a great contender for that. And it will give us our second energy, so I am totes into it. So I will Olympus Conference first, because I don't need card swap right now, because I like all my cards. So we're kind of giving up the value of the Mars University, but I think that I think that's alright. Giant ice asteroid, oh my god. There are times, like, I complain about this game being so unforgiving in so many ways, but like, this is good. I'm gonna do this. We have a lot of buildings that we need to build that cost steel. That'll be the last time I spend $7 on steel production, I think, especially because I have 2 more on its way. Well, it's true and it's not true, because water imports from here, oh my god. I think the loan helps us as well. Capital's fine, but I don't think the mining area has a play for us. No. And we don't plan on building on the board, so... And the other titanium's covered anyway. couple of heat bumps. Strip mine. I'm just trying to figure out if I can strip mine and Deimos. Because the Deimos is going to give us, you know, $8 in steel back. How much does it cost? Let's just look. 7, and it gives us $8 in steel back, so we most definitely can. And we don't have to worry about taking the loan first or anything. Look at the heat go. Oh my god, we're terraforming so fast. 7. I mean, our titanium production is weak, but otherwise, we have hit power levels that are very high. Water import from Europa is fine. It was a good, decent card to grab if we have lots of titanium at the end that we don't want to spend. But, like, because we have aquifer pumping, I think it was maybe a waste, but I'm not willing to throw it away just yet. I'm debating, I said I would do, like, the last steel bump was my last bump, and I'm debating whether or not that was true. Because I have enough for the steel bump, and it's only generation 7. Like, I'm glad I kept those science cards and stuff, because we are en route for potentially a very high scoring game. It's really a matter of, can we get more science cards that enable things? Can we get something like, not sure about that. Can we get our oxygen moving? Which is why I'm not sure about this, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe. We have a lot of events. And Steelworks is good. Steelworks is very good if we can get our mass converter down. We're just not there. How many tags do we have? 2. Yeah. Okay, media group. And then loan. And then ice asteroid. This is it's gonna end up giving us 3 oceans, believe it or not. Because we also have a heat bump coming. Our titanium is worth a lot, so we should likely grab titanium and 2 cards. It's a lot of TR, man. Did we ever get the events? And there's some energy production and a science tag. But if we play Mars University first, we can get the birds thing going on. So I'm going to start with this stuff, because it's a little bit autoplay. I do not want a birds. Finally, we have extra cards. Physics complex helps because it gives us more card cycle. And it gives us potentially the tag I think that we need. Inventors Guild is better than that, though. Just depends on whether we think we're going to have extra energy, because we won't need it for heat production. And do we need that for steelworks or for physics complex? I'm going to lean towards the points. We got virus, which is icky. How many science types we have? 4. We can get an ocean next turn if we grab plants with this, but I'm honestly thinking about we grab 1 more card. We're really leaning in. It's only generation 8 and we are ahead. Freaking far ahead of the curve. I think Inventors Guild next turn makes sense. And we're going to have a lot of leftover steel, so it'll be time to start aquifer pumping. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a roll. First game of the day. We are pumped. We are excited now. Using our steel is good. I like the plant production. I also like building industries, but I think that would be overkill on steel. We did that recently with the mining guild, and I did not think it served us well. So let's start with the Inventors Guild. That gives us a tag. We'll get rid of virus. Technically, we'll get rid of flooding because virus nets us $2 because of our money back on events. So it's worth keeping, technically speaking, because it's you could sell it for $1 or you could play it for $2. And then we could be mean to the neutral player or whatever, but I'm not a huge fan, so let's go get our energy. It's a lot of energy. We got another card because of our science synergy. Ooh, research outpost. Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. I mean, I kept saying that we're already cooking, but I feel the cooking. Not to mention the planet's already freaking heated all the way. Just, what is next? What is next? We should look at a card. Do we want cloud seeding? I think that we do, because plants is looking dire. Not super dire, but like not fantastic. So research outpost, it's never come at a better time. It's never come at a better time. It's not quite the song how the song goes, but I don't know. I dated someone who was a very big fan of oh no, I'm not discarding that card. I forgot we got a discard. Sorry, let me finish that thought, but I can't remember the band's name, despite it being like, you know, Canada's favorite band. I keep thinking Mumford & Sons in my mind, and I know that it's not them. It's like, if she ever sees this video, she'll be quite upset with me for the old brain fart while I'm trying to dial in here and focus. Because I do not want to throw this away. We can get both Magnetic Field Dome and the solar power, and then next turn build the physics complex. Oh, I guess I could have bought rovers, but the way I feel about rovers is we get $1 off on it, and we would have got $2 back had we played it first. So we would have made $1, but we would have had to commit to playing the card this turn. We also could play cloud seeding for 2 plant production, which is why I'm like, this is a plant production and a money from TR, whereas this is a negative money for 2 plant. Would I give up? Would I, as an adult human male, give up, relatively speaking, $2 for 1 more plant production? I think so. Because we need the plants to be moving, I think, more than anything. And then everything else can sit. I mean, we could spend our bottom dollar on the power plant, which I think we want, but it's just going to slip into heat, and heat's not what we need. Heat is already solved. So let's keep our options open, and we'll start building greeneries around our city to start racking in those points. Points, 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 points. I am, like, we had a really spicy Thorgate run, but it was not, it wasn't this. This is like a top tier run. This is things going well. I almost want to grab all the cards, but I know that's how you throw a run like this away. But science tag and points per Jovian. The question is just, can we play that points per Jovian card? We have a lot of titanium. And then we'd have 2 points per Jovians and no Jovians. Yeah, it's pretty fucking, excuse me. It's pretty rough as far as point efficiency goes, but we have all that extra value. And something like Earth Convoy is good, but imagine, Large Convoy rather, if we could do it for the plants instead. I think it's best to use our steel. Well, I really want this. Because now we're getting 2 points a turn 5 times. Like, I am... Ooh, that's another good grab. We're going to get rid of energy... We're going to get rid of energy savings. We don't have that much, like, actual cash. We just have a lot of, like, steel and other things. Hackers, not good. So the invention contest. Dev center. Don't mind it. Well, city. I think the dev center does more for us though, because we are going to dig through the deck. And we're going to get rid of whatever that card was there, hackers. So now I'm definitely getting way derailed from the goal of terraforming the planet. But then things like this happen. Immediate buy. What can we get rid of? That's a Jovian. I'm honestly leaning towards rover construction, because it is a point using our steel, but it's not... oh my god. I have like a weird like ear thing going on where I keep like touching myself. I know I touch my face a lot in these videos, which is like a weird thing, especially during these times. If I go outside, I'm gonna get the old virus and come right back. And it's a good thing I live alone and I don't have, you know, friends and family nearby to visit, because that would be bad for all of us. What do I do? And my condolences if you're struggling with the old pandemic. I don't mean to trigger any of the sad feelings. I think it is rovers. There's not much ROI on rovers, and it's a point for steel, but right now we're looking pretty good. Alright, how many earth tags do I have? 3. And how many space tags do I have? 4 going on 5, going on 6. So 7 and 5 is basically locked up in satellites, which I will do immediately. But by immediately, I mean after doing Dev Center, because that's just a steel cost. Oh, but what do I get rid of? Dang it! I know I don't have to get rid of anything, but I want to. My only struggle is I'm gonna have to choose nothing this time. I hate losing the value. I honestly, it would have been worth buying a card for $3, whatever it was, and having that to swap. More science, and it costs steel. Hey. We're gonna get a science resource, a physic, as it were. Oh my god! Oh my god, we're doing good. I'd love to play that, you know, before Miranda Resort, but I need to get these both this turn. I think that leaves us with just enough to get our plant production as well. So I'm not neglecting the planet in its entirety. Just like most of it. But, you know, we can pump oceans when we need to. Right? We can do 2 a turn. Well, we already got our free ocean, so really we need 5 oceans if we're playing large convoy. That's a lot of steel and titanium. Good thing that we don't have that much left to spend our steel on, so I'm kind of finally going to be forced to do something about this. 16 heat, though? Does that put us the rest of the way? Yeah, it does. So now we need to think about how we can use our heat. Maybe there's a card like Insulation coming. Lagrange Observatory is fantastic for us, and Advanced Alloys couldn't come at a better time. I know it's a worse time in the song, but don't you worry about that. Bushes is good, and so is Eos Kazma National Park. I'm like buying every card now. And I'm creating cards. And the first thing I'm going to do is play an Earth Catapult, because I can't control myself. We're going to heat the planet the rest of the way. I'm going to look at the top card. It's good, but it's not that good. It's not good enough, because I need our energy production. I need our energy production to be making physics every turn and getting a card every turn. Very good card otherwise, though. I know that that's high up on my list when you have a lot of energy, which we definitely do right now. Look at Lagrange, it's down to 2. Oh my god. Do we have anything worth throwing away? Probably... I want to say small animals, but I really want an animal card. It's just not a great animal card. It's starting to look more and more like we're going to do our pumping of the well this turn. But I'm trying to think about how we can get some money back. And I think it's by playing that. We get Heat Trappers is gone so fast. That technically makes us a couple bucks if we need it. Now we do Aquifer Pumping, leaving us with enough to do the well. We'll put it here. Maybe I should have overpaid in steel, but I did not. We also could have put it there, but I think that putting the greenery alongside for the point and a little bit of money and a little bit of plant is agnostically better. Now I want the nature preserve, but I think it's better for terraforming the planet if I go to bushes first. And that way it keeps everyone happy because I'm, you know, terraforming the planet, my whole job for being here today. We could... Let me play land claim, and we'll claim this spot here. Doesn't matter what we claim. Neutral. Maybe we should just cut off the neutral from getting an ocean adjacency or something. Ha ha ha. But we get a little bit of money for that, which allows us to do this. Water from Europa. And then we have 2 titanium, which is worth 10 bucks. And we have $2 left over. Then we put it here. We get 2 plants. Then we take those 2 plants, we make it 8 plants, and we get $4 more back. The value. Oh, and then we killed our card. Because I didn't want to do that this turn. Oopsies. Well, watch me do this for 2 bucks. The value of that was it would get us over on that side of the board for a point for our steal. Great card. Should have done it. Order of operations. I needed to get the money using the thing. You saw it. I saw it. At the end of the day, you know, mistakes were made. I'm sorry. I'm excited because we're on Generation 11, and I've never felt better. I mean, I have. I think on our literally record-breaking run, but going into Generation 12, just the right amount of metals production. Anything more, and we would be wasting it. And we've got 2 ocean creating cards. Space Station for $3 on a point. I think I will. Turn our heat into animals and stuff. Special design. Turns out we could have got it. And a cheap greenery. Is special design good for anything here? Really. But I'm thinking about taking it because we get $3 back for playing it. So if we need it, it's free to play and gives us a card draw. We'll do this. Maho. We don't need the heat, so that card's going to go unless we really need a placement. We will create a physic. So much friggin' points. Acquired company is $3 twice for $10. I don't think so. Before screwing it up, I will play this. Do I use the titanium? No. Okay. Well, do I ocean first then? Ocean, ocean. There's an ocean here, ocean there. I think I ocean with this first. Get it all the way down to $2 because we have so much cost reduction. I'm going to put it here for money and plants. I do not have an animal card. Though small animals I do have and I could have played after one more bump. It's not worth it. It's better to have the greenery that'll be worth points and stuff. Lake Marineris. That's great. Best of Shipyards. That's great. I think we play Lake Marineris. That's some good points. So there and there. Then we just need one more ocean, which we'll do this turn because we're just killing it. We could do it with black polar dust, but we don't want to anymore. Not that we ever really wanted to, but... In fact, no. Every other way of paying for an ocean is cheaper, and we don't need heat or to lose income, but... We have a card, so let's talk about it. Oh my god, and we have advanced alloys, I keep forgetting. So this will go right into... Well, that's a really good points position. But let's still focus on getting money back and getting the granaries going. We'll build a city here when the time comes, if we have money left over, which I really think we will. And we will buy an ocean. I think we overpay. We lose $1 of value. I don't know if we have that many steel cards. It doesn't feel like we do. No. I mean, Vesta. You gotta play Vesta. Oh, I don't have any titanium left, so we might as well wait till next turn, because we need something to spend the titanium on anyway. Okay, let's get the small animals going, and then Eos Chasma National Park, and, you know, start doing all those things. I really want to get 2 plants with this, so I can get another greenery in the same turn. They're not optimally placed, but that's fine. So, small animals. The park. Do you guys think we're going to get a high score? Remember that over 100 is good. 110 is pushing new grounds in my world. 120 maxes out most companies, and 131 is my all-time highest scoring run. So, like, super outlier. Things need to go. I've heard of better scores, and I know that we can do it, but that's kind of the numbers, if you will, that we're working with here. We still have $40 this generation. So this is a points card, but I'm going to play it because it gives us potentially another card and a redraw. Terraforming Ganymede. This game knows how to make a girl happy. And release of inert gas, which is discounted heavily, and we get money back. So really it's $8 for 2 points. And it's 2 money right now. So it looks like we may as well play Vesta Shipyard then, because this gets us $5 back worth of titanium, which we're going to be able to spend. I think. No, technically not right now. But I'm still kind of worth it. Or at least that's what I'm thinking. I know I want that greenery location. I almost want to play special design for the card draw now, but I think it's best to wait one more turn. I don't know what cards I might need. Like, I've maxed out all the things, and I doubt I can go low enough to build anything that I don't have. I'll do local heat trapping. I'm doing it for the 4 plants because it makes the... It's... 2 animals is a point. Instead, I can get 4 plants, which is half of a greenery, but it's half of 2 points because I built it beside a city. So it's really the same amount of points and helps terraform the planet and gives money because it's income now. And it gave us money back, so we could even afford terraforming Ganymede now. But no, I think we do Vesta Shipyards. Our points go to 27. Release of inert gases, because if we're going to do it, we may as well get it now. And the solar power I'm going to wait on because we're going to have steel next turn. And I think we wait. I think we go into next round knowing full well that we can get 4 oxygen bumps, right? Right? This is a science tag, but it doesn't actually give us anything. This gives us 3 plant production. Basically, the way I'm looking at this is we need to get 1 plant to create a greenery and end with 2 plants to get a bonus greenery. These are not going to get us to the next level of plant. So I think we need a standard project greeneries. No, well, first, get a card. Look at it. Bad card. Then, look here. Oh, we'll take that. Then, we play this and make money, because it's an event. It allows us to swap out a card. We will swap out the one that's unplayable. This is not only... It's $5 to buy 2 cards, because we'll get a card from this, and we'll get to swap a card. This is generation 13. I almost did that thing where I go the whole generation, and then go, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and we just barely won. No, it's generation 13. We are gonna win this by a lot. Callisto Penal Mines. This is, this is good. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We frickin' got him. Now, so we have 6 Jovians. This card will be worth 7 Jovians of TR and 2 points. So that's a freaking lot of points. We don't need to do it this instant, though. I think the best thing to do is just buy cities and greeneries, right? I know I want a city here. If I build a greenery, I want to get 1 plant with it at least, so we'll do here, because I want to get another greenery here for a card. So I'm going to play this card, even though it's a bad card, doesn't help us, but it gives us $3. Don't mind if I do. And technically, yeah, and the 3 and stuff, but we'll play Predators, because Predators will not only give us 1 point, but we can activate it twice. I would rather not eat our animals and eat the neutrals animals, so let's be sure that that actually works. Perfect. I was like, oh, I don't think so. Small animals this turn, and small animals next turn. Heyo. And we don't need to do this. I mean, we'll do it. I don't know, maybe we'll get ants that needs to eat things, and even if we got it, it wouldn't really matter, but... Alright, 2 oxygen. Can we get 2 oxygen in our last round? I don't know. Obviously, we want more than just standard projects, though. We have so much cost reduction. Yeah, it's not gonna be... Ooh, this here, though, is money back. So it's free, even after buying the card. And we're gonna add it to our physics research. So it's a 2-point card for free. Stronghold, obviously, not a great card because you lose 2 points. But as far as I'm concerned, we're going to have city locations, very likely, that will benefit from it. Speaking of which, where can we put that extra greenery? I can put a greenery in an ocean slot, which is, I'm like, well, which one's better? But I'd probably just here. Excuse me. Do this, physics complex, you know it. Let's go in here. We'll make a small animal. That's a breakpoint for a point. We'll do a predator. We won't eat our own animals because that's mean. Screw the neutral player. Then we're gonna do this. This is very importantly an oxygen bump. If we go here, we could build a city there for 2 points. And 2 plants. Do you know what? I'm gonna open that up. And then I'm gonna think about it. Because my thought is that if I build the stronghold for free, Okay. We put it here, and we get 2 plants, $2, and the 2 negative points cancel out. It's not necessarily the best location, but I feel like these greeneries are going to fill up, and it brings us to not quite 16. We need 1 more plant. We can get a card over here. I don't see a convenient spot other than building a city here for 1 point, and then we can greenery here and have the bonus greenery wherever. But sitting up here is for 2 points. I don't know. I want that plant. Then we're obviously going to city in between. That gives us our thing. This is free, so let's just do it. Oh yeah, 68 here, 48 here, and then the board. So now it's time to really think. How do we maximize this? I think it's with another city and another greenery. The city can only get 2 points, but if we go here, we'll get a card. And we'll set up another double adjacency. Space mirrors. Rather not. So we're going to have the perfect number of greeneries for everything except for this city. Is there any way for us to get more than 1 greenery out of this? Not really. Is there something I'm missing doing? Nah. Alright. I mean, is a city worth... No, a greenery here we're already going to get. And a greenery here is 2 points. But a city here is 2 points. So it doesn't matter if we build greeneries or city. We could get maximum $4 back. Then we could sell a card. We get to 19. That's not enough for anything, so we will take our 2 points. We will pass with $17 because I could sell the card, but you know what? Screw it. And there we go. We're going to pass. And then we greenery beside our city here or our new city. You know what? We're all about that new cash money. So we'll go over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. If you complain long enough, and you try, and you keep trying, and you don't give up, but you keep complaining verbally to chat, you'll eventually get your streamer luck, and you'll get your 150 points. Pog City, shoot the fireworks. Pew! We friggin' did it, ladies and gentlemen. We knew we had the skills. It's still not the highest score I've ever heard of, but I am happy to put the 150 points in the bag. Great game. Leave and go back to main menu. I am so happy that I didn't play a game as, you know, a corp we had already done. I brought out the Phobolog. We got to try something new, and bam. High score. Thank you very much for joining me. I had a fantastic time, and I will see you in the next one.